Hello, Sweetums! Wishing you a very happy new year. So, is the new year hangover still on, or are we ready to take some excessively polished knowledge in? This new year, let's discuss something old. Let's go back in time and discuss one of the most important events of 2019, and by that, I mean Chandrayaan 2. Yeah, of course. Well, Chandrayaan 2 mission was a highly complex mission which represented a significant technological leap compared to the previous missions of ISRO, which brought together an orbiter, lander and rover with the goal of exploring South Pole of the Moon. This was a unique mission which aims at studying not just one area of the Moon, but all the areas combining the exosphere, the surface, as well as the subsurface of the Moon in one single mission. Every exploration or experiment has a name behind, and well, my dear friends, so did Chandrayaan 2. Moon provides the best linkage to Earth's early history. It offers an undisturbed historical record of the inner solar system environment. The primary objectives of the Chandrayaan 2 were to demonstrate the ability to soft land and operate a robotic rover on the lunar surface. The scientific goals of the operator are first, to study lunar topography, mineralogy, elemental abundance, the lunar exosphere and signatures of hydroxyl and water ice. Second, to study the water ice in the South Polar region and thickness of the lunar regolith on the surface. Third, to map the lunar surface and help to prepare 3D maps of it. I am sure you all must be thinking why the lunar South Pole was selected for exploration and not any other part. Let me tell you the reason then. The lunar South Pole is especially interesting because of the lunar surface area that remains in shadow much larger than that at the North Pole. There could be a possibility of presence of water in permanently shadowed areas around it. In addition, South Pole region has craters that are cold traps and contain a fossil record of the early solar system. Now, as I mentioned above, the mission was launched around 2019. To be precise, it was launched on 22nd July 2019. Now the thing to notice is that India's mission Chandrayaan 2, was it a success or not? India's moon lander, which lost contact with scientists seconds before it was to touch down on the lunar surface, is yet to be located. Off is massive and so is the deal. But scientists tell BBC Hindi's Imran Qureshi why the ambitious mission cannot be dismissed as a failure. During the final stage, known as the hovering stage, a problem occurred. The lander was about 2.1 kilometers or 1.3 miles from the lunar surface when it lost contact with scientists. Since then, the US space agency NASA has said that the lander made a hard landing. New pictures from a NASA spacecraft show the target landing site, but they were taken at dusk and unable to locate the lander. Its chairman K. Sivan has since said the mission was 98% successful based on the findings of an official committee. Well, we didn't get the result which we wanted, but still the total cost of the mission was approximately $141 million. Phineas and Ferb said, "What is life if not a full mood of watching Quanel's videos after any success or any failure?" Let us now begin further. First, launcher, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark III, or the GSLV Mark III, carried Chandrayaan 2 to its designated orbit. This three-stage vehicle is India's most powerful launcher to date and is capable of launching 4-ton class of satellites to the Geosynchronous Transfer Orbit, or the GTO. 2. Orbiter. Chandrayaan 2 orbiter is capable of communicating with Indian Deep Space Network or the IDSN at Yalalu as well as the Vikram lander. The precise launch and mission management has ensured a mission life of almost 7 years instead of the planned 1 year. The Orbiter High Resolution Camera or the OHRC conducted high-resolution observations of the landing site prior to separation of the lander from the orbiter. 3. Lander Vikram. The lander of Chandrayaan-2 was named Vikram after Dr. Vikram A. Sarabhai, the father of Indian space program. It was designed to function for 1 lunar day, which is equivalent to about 14 Earth days. The Vikram lander detached from the orbiter and descended to a low lunar orbit using its 800 Newton liquid main engines. Vikram was designed to safely land on slopes up to 12 degrees. 4. Rover Pragyan. Chandrayaan-2's rover was a 6-wheeled robotic vehicle named as Pragyan, which translates to wisdom in Sanskrit. The rover was to move on 6 wheels, traversing 500 meters or 1600 feet on the lunar surface at the rate of 1 centimeter or 0.39 inches per second, perform on-site analysis and send the data to the lander, which would have relayed it to the mission control on the Earth. For navigation, the rover would have used stereoscopic camera-based 3D vision. 2 1-megapixel monochromatic nav cams in front of the rover to provide the ground control team a 3D view of the surrounding terrain control and motor dynamics. The rover has a rocker bogie suspension system and 6 wheels, each driven by independent brushless DC electric motors. Steering is accomplished by differential speed of wheels or skid steering. Well, that's it for the newest New Year dose of space and space facts and more of space and space again, and whatnot. This is all about the information about the mission. Now you have, of course, come so far, then what's stopping you from liking this love-filled video? Have a great year ahead and keep supporting us, hearties. So much love.